What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online CFM game. We are in week 15 of the 2019 NFL season with the Miami Dolphins, who have a chance to clinch a playoff berth today. The 9-4 Dolphins enter the final 3 games of the season, needing just 1 win to clinch the AFC East division. In fact, the Dolphins are in the running for the 2 seed in the AFC, and if we get that 2 seed, that is a first round bye. But if things go south, we can miss the playoffs completely, and we definitely have a tough game ahead of us today, going against the New York Giants, one of the best records in the league this season, 11-2, riding the back of Saquon Barkley, who is already over 2,000 yards rushing with 3 games left in the season. That's impressive enough. That's all you need to know about how the Giants have gotten to this point, along with the fact that the Giants owner in this CFM is a good friend of mine, SGO. You guys might have heard of the Sports Gamers Online YouTube channel. They have over 150,000 subscribers down there, and me and SGO go back a couple of years. We're good friends, and he's actually the one who invited me into this league. So everybody who's a fan of this Dolphins franchise, you guys say a thank you to SGO, because he's the one that invited me into this league and got me going in here and got me all set up as we are underway here at MetLife Stadium for the 2nd week in a row. The Dolphins play in MetLife, this time against the New York Giants. The Giants on top of the NFC East. They're looking for a first round bye in a tougher NFC conference. Meanwhile, for us, we might somehow kind of stumble our way into a first round bye here and definitely have a chance to win the division. First things first, 3rd down and 6, Rosen, 3-man rush. Looks like a 6-man rush against the Miami Dolphins, and we have to punt the ball away. So there's actually 2 stipulations to us potentially winning this AFC East. 1, we win 1 game and we automatically win the division. Also, if the Patriots lose one of their next 2 games, we automatically clinch the AFC East. So there's a good chance we pull this off, but there's also a good chance that we falter, because we're going against the Giants, one of the best teams in the league, and next we could go against the Cincinnati Bengals, who I believe also have a 9-4 record. Saquon Barkley splitting the middle and gone. Saquon to the crib, already over 2,000 rushing yards, and showing you why with that electric juke move. Saquon Barkley is a human highlight reel out there, and already we find ourselves down 7-0, and we might have our hands full today with Saquon Barkley. I mean, this Dolphins defense is not great against stopping the run, but we try our best. We have fast linebackers out there that can at least try to contain some of these outside runs. But when Saquon Barkley's in the second level like that, there's really not much you can do about that. And when he's making plays like that, my oh my, Jabril Peppers with the interception. The Dolphins off to a rough start today. And if we so happen to lose against the Giants, as Minka and Expo had a chance at that ball, if we do lose to the Giants today and we happen to falter against the Bengals next week and the Patriots win both of their next 2 games, then there will be a winner goes to the playoffs, loser goes home, AFC East divisional battle in week 17. That could be one heck of a matchup, but we're trying to avoid all the drama by just winning today against the Giants, and Minkah Fitzpatrick is definitely helping out the cause. That was Minkah Fitzpatrick's 15th interception of the season. That breaks the all-time single season interception record held by Night Train Lane since the 1950s or 60s. I think it was 1963 he set the record. It's now Minkah Fitzpatrick's record. The second-year safety, do-it-all man for the Miami Dolphins, really showcasing his skills in his sophomore season. One of the leading tacklers on this team, by far the leading interceptor on this team, and really just the leader of this defense and the cornerstone of a Dolphins team that doesn't really have many franchise guys to build around. Part of the tough part about rebuilding the Miami Dolphins is in this first season, there's not many guys for us to develop, focus on developing, and truly build around. We have X out there, Xavier Howard. We have Minkah Fitzpatrick. Josh Rosen for now is our guy as the ball is on the ground. It's up for grabs, or down for grabs, I should say, and it's scooped up by Charles Harris. We, of course, as it is with every fumble, need to check the boot. And yeah, we're just not going to get any fumbles unless it's off of Josh Allen. That time, it was definitely Daniel Jones who was down. So we end up getting the stop on 3rd down still. So we're going to get the ball in great field position to start the second quarter. A weird catch there by Kenyon Drake. So that is the table pretty much set for what we were playing for in the last couple of weeks. And with this Dolphins squad, like I said, we're not really developing many people. We're just kind of playing, trying to learn this squad more than anything else, and really trying to build this team for the next couple of seasons. But if we happen to pull off the miracle in season 1, fine by me. Not expected. We weren't supposed to be in this position. You know, I legitimately didn't think we would be in the playoff hunt, let alone with a chance for a first round bye in the AFC. Here we are, though. We're just going to make the most of it. Why not? Oh, Kenny and Drake. What a move. One-on-one against Collins. Tackled by Janoris Jenkins, but not before getting the first down. The Dolphins on a drive. Here's Rosen. He's got all the time in the world. He's dancing in the pocket, doing the cha-cha slide, and eventually down. The coverage by the Giants strong, and the hold by Jesse Davis a bit too strong on that right tackle side. Of course, anytime we get that kind of protection, it's got to be something wrong. So this time Jesse Davis doesn't hold, and it's going to be a sack given up. 3rd down and 18, pressure, and down goes Rosen. Not ready for the heat brought by Nick Perry and the Giants stacked D-line, and we end up settling for 3. Not a bad result for the drive considering the field position we started off with. That was mainly just like, if we could get at least 3 right there, that's cool. Capitalize on what our defense did for us, and this could be a battle of field position. This Giants team has been pretty decent on the defensive end, and this Dolphins team is scrappy on the defensive end more than anything else. So we'll see if we could, you know, get a couple of stops here and stay in the game, kind of like we did against the Philadelphia Eagles. And plus, these are 2 young quarterbacks, Daniel Jones and Josh Rosen, as that's going to be Wayne Gallman on the carry. Gallman spelling Saquon Barkley for a couple of plays. 2nd down, Darius Slayton trying to get that sweep going, and it does not work at all. Here's Saquon back, and he has his X Factor activated, but on 3rd down, Jones looking to pass, and kind of just locking on an Evan Ingram right there. That was a bit of an awkward play, but it ends up being incomplete, and the Giants punt the ball, and this is going to be pinned at our own 1-yard line. How many times have the Dolphins found themselves in this situation, backed up in their own end zone? We've been giving up. We gave a safety twice this season. I don't want to get sacked for a safety for the 3rd time, or tackle for a safety. So on 2nd down, Rosen downfield, and that is intercepted by the former Miami Dolphin, Rashad Jones, getting away from Josh Rosen, and in the end zone, Jones, the lifelong Miami Dolphin, traded to the Giants a couple of weeks ago, and he is loving life, wearing big blue in the Big Apple, and the Giants go up 14-3, and in a game like this, that could potentially be a defensive battle. A play like that, a pick 6, is backbreaking. And man, I just saw my receiver get open. Didn't really bother setting my feet. I was like, Rosen, do your thing. Unfortunately, Rosen did not quite do his thing. And on 3rd down, Grant Haley's got the interception intended for Devontae Parker. And Haley nearly gets the 2nd consecutive pick 6 on Josh Rosen. Nonetheless, the Giants start off with fantastic field position. 2nd down and goal at the 2. Flag on the field. Saquon carrying the pile to the 1-yard line. But the flag is holding on the tight end, Rhett Ellison. And that's backbreaking. Now we go from a 3rd down and goal to the 1. To a 3rd down and goal at the 13-yard line. The Giants probably going to go conservative here, and that they do. Screen pass to Saquon Barkley, looking to get his block set up. Saquon trying to get that first one free going, but eventually we do make the tackle in the open field, and we hold the Giants to 3. That's a big stop right there, because this game really would have gotten more out of hand than it already has if we gave up that touchdown to go down 3-21. Nonetheless, this is an absolute struggle for Josh Rosen, who is definitely just seeing ghosts out here. You want to make that joke. And there's Rosen just straight up missing Jakeem Grant on the drag. A bit of a late throw, but Rosen still finding the sidelines as Balaj trying to get the screen game going. That's not going to work at all. Just a pitiful stat line on 3rd down and 11. Rosen has the protection. Middle of the field, and that's intercepted for the 2nd time this game by Jabril Peppers. And that's number 4 that Josh Rosen has given away, as that's a great open field tackle by Minkah Fitzpatrick. That's going to knock Saquon Barkley out of the zone. Daniel Jones downfield for Darius Slayton, intercepted by Eric Berry. That is definitely a rookie mistake. With the Giants possessing the ball in a 2-possession lead, he gives it away and gives the Dolphins 40 seconds to work with in the first half. And I'll tell you what, Josh Rosen just bought himself some time. Not much time, as that's going to be called inbounds, so the clock is running. But I had every intention of benching Josh Rosen in this game for the second half just because we already thrown 4 interceptions with him. I don't want to kill his confidence or anything like that. We just need to bring Ryan Fitzpatrick in and slow the tempo. But now that we've gotten this interception with Eric Berry, we're going to let Josh Rosen at least finish the first half of this game. And he ends up fighting Jasicki right there. And even that wasn't that great of a decision right there. And we're just rattled right now on the offensive end more than anything else. We just don't have a good game plan out here. We just do not seem to be prepared more than anything else. And it is more of anything else to try to save Josh Rosen from hurting himself as Minkah Fitzpatrick gets the interception. He's got Jones to beat. Down goes Jones and down goes Minkah at the 3-yard line. And all of a sudden, it's a goal-to-go opportunity for the Miami Dolphins. That's Jakeem Grant going to the 1-yard line. Next play, Rosen trying to sneak it in, but he's not able to get the nose of the football into the end zone. 3rd down. It's a run for Kenyon Drake, and the Canyon open up right there, and Kenyon Drake finds the end zone. It is a 1-possession game early on in the 3rd quarter, and the way this game was looking, the amount of opportunities the Giants had to really put us away in that first half, the fact that it's a 1-possession game is an absolute miracle. And once again, Josh Rosen is buying himself some time because of the defense. The defense keeping us in this game is going to allow us to keep Josh Rosen in there. For now, at least. I'm not sure. As we are going to get the stop downfield on Golden Tate. That was Eric Berry with the swat. Here comes Saquon Barkley, who has been a bit silent since that mega gain in the first quarter. That juke move for the touchdown. 3rd down and 10, recovering Saquon. But wide open is Darius Slayton, finding the mismatch against the Jerome Baker. I'm tripping now here. And I'll tell you who's not tripping. Wayne Gallman. He's getting a 1st down untouched. The Miami Dolphins defense has been great so far this game, but we can only ask for so many stops against this Giants team possessing Saquon Barkley before the offense does something. It's 2nd down and 1, and Saquon Barkley is going to get the 1st down. Remember, our 10 points basically came from our defense. We got a 1st down and goal opportunity off the Minkah interception, and we got a great field position early on in the game when we started that drive from midfield. So otherwise, the offense is struggling. This looks a lot like the Eagles game a couple of weeks ago. As 3rd down and 9, we badly need this. Stop sending the 4-man rush, and it's not sniffing Daniel Jones until he goes in the middle of the field to the veteran Golden Tate. 1st down and goal at the 3. Saquon Barkley brought down by Raekwon McMillan. A great open field tackle on Saquon. 2nd down. Barkley, that's Gallman with the spin move, and he's brought down by Jerome Baker. Huge 3rd down. It's Franklin in the game at quarterback, and Franklin finds the end zone. The Giants with a substitution package at the goal line, and Franklin, I suppose, has a nose for the end zone. If you guys saw the stats before we entered this game, Franklin has, I believe, 4 rushing touchdowns entering this season. So that seems to be a specific package the Giants use at the goal line, and we've learned that it works pretty well for that match. Jakeem Grant on the sweep. Not something we've gone to so many times today. Just haven't gotten to that rhythm on offense to establish Jakeem Grant the way we like to. So hopefully we can do it now. We're running out of time to do it as we hand it off to Kalen Balaj, and Balaj trying to run over Janoris Jenkins, but Jack Rabbit makes the tackle. 2nd down. Rosen's going to take off, and Rosen is going to get the 1st down. Maybe one more play, yes, before the end of the 3rd quarter. Rosen feeling the heat. Downfield for Grant, and there's a flag on the field, and it looks like pass interference, and it's defensive pass interference on Crossan. That is a big play for this Dolphins offense that hasn't really manufactured anything, but once again, here we are in the red zone. If we could get a touchdown, we could make it back a 1-possession game and put the pressure on Daniel Jones and the Giants. So far, though, this set of downs not working out too well. 3rd down and 11. Here comes the blitz, and down goes Rosen. Not even getting the pass off to anyone, it looked like. What actually happened there was I hit RB. I recognized the fact that, my opponent was sending about the entire crib at me. So I was like, let me just check it down to Kenyon Drake here and see if we can, get some yak for the 1st down. I guess the button didn't register or whatever. I don't know if it would have worked for the 1st down, because as you guys saw, Drake was running a flat route right there as we're going to get the stop. Yes, we do want Saquon Barkley. You can't count yourself getting a stop on Saquon until the whistle is blown, because Saquon can break any given tackle. That is intercepted by Xavier Howard. Here's X on the return, and the Miami Dolphins defense continues to give the offense a chance to try to potentially win this game that we have been struggling in. And at some point, we got to figure this out, right? We just got over 100 yards passing with Josh Rosen. 2nd down and 8. Nothing is open. Coverage, defense, and a 3-man rush. Getting pressure like that. What can you do about that? 3rd down and long. Rosen to Jasicki. That was glitchy. Literally. As glitchy... Glitchy. Jasicki gets the 1st down. We might as well just call him Mike Glitchy after that play. 2nd down and 7. The handoff to Drake, and down goes Drake. Dalvin Tomlinson has been an absolute menace in the middle of that defensive line. 3rd down. Here's Rosen looking for Parker, who looked like he had some space to potentially make a catch, but Rosen sails the pass into the crowd, and once again we settle for a field goal in this 4th quarter. And once again, you have to ask the question, how many times can the defense bail out the offense before the back finally breaks on the camel, right? Whatever it is, the straw on the back of the camel, as that's going to be caught by Golden Tate. We are now entering the 4-minute drill for the New York Giants. They're going to try to chew all of the clock possible. They want to take all of this clock with them and end the game on this drive. 2nd down, 13 though. Here's Daniel Jones passing, and he's got the catch. It's Sterling Shepard on Xavier Howard. X has done a great job isolated against some of the Giants' top weapons, but on that play, he gets beat and beat badly, because now here are the Giants in field goal range to try to make it a 2-possession game, as we are close to the 2-minute warning, but we're using our timeouts. 3rd down and 1. Barkley, middle, fighting. Look at Saquon. He does not give up until the whistle is blown. 1st down, Giants. We're out of timeouts. This 2nd down and 15 will happen after the 2-minute warning. 1 first down definitely ends this game, but still the Giants are already in field goal range. Here's Jones, RPO. Cody Latimer nearly getting the 1st down. McMillan gets the shoestring tackle. 3rd down and 1. You know the ball's going to Barkley, and it doesn't matter. Saquon, 21 carries, 131 yards, and gets the 1st down to seal the win for the New York Giants in what had to have been the ugliest offensive game of the year for probably both squads. The Giants aren't even used to having those kind of offensive struggles. Daniel Jones, I believe, threw 3 or 4 interceptions. I think it was 4 on Jones, 4 on Rosen. And at the end of the day, we just made more of those backbreaking mistakes. The pick 6 before the end of the first half to really just that whole collapse in the last couple of minutes in the first half really stood out. But at the same time, the Giants were begging to give us the game back. Unfortunately, we could not take it, and we could not take the AFC East division today. So the battle for the AFC East division and the battle for potentially getting a 1st round bye in the AFC, all of that is still up for grabs as we enter our Week 16 matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals, who are our main competition for this potential 1st round bye. The Bengals are on top of the AFC North division, so that's going to be one heck of a game. But unfortunately for this one, just offensive woes that we could not overcome in this game, despite, everything we did on the defensive end. You see the linebacking duo of Baker and McMillan just wrapping up all of these guys along with Minkah Fitzpatrick. They did all they can do, and you can see the amount of tackles they had, how many plays we were on the field on defense compared to how little plays we were on offense. So offensively, we got to figure some things out if we want to, be competing with the top teams, because really with this Dolphins squad, it feels like we compete with the top squads, but we barely lose, and then we beat the competition that's a bit lesser in this league. So, I mean, that kind of comes with the territory with the team we're playing with, but if we want to have any chance of making the postseason and really doing anything in the postseason, we're going to have to figure out our problems quick, because we have 2 tough matchups. So, the Patriots did end up winning their game, so they moved to 7-6 here, so they stay alive, and we are going to have to live to fight another day. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like on the video if you guys did. Subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays if you guys enjoyed this Dolphins franchise. Definitely hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time for next week's game, Week 16 against the Cincinnati Bengals, with a lot on the line.